How's it going, guys? My name's Lane and I'm back with another episode of Sha-Boom News. As always, I got 4 more stories for you guys today, so let's go ahead and get going. So if you're a frequent watcher of the show, you know by now that I try not to do breaking news stories that everybody has heard about, and a lot of people have asked me to do something over our new president, Donald Trump, God help us. So I finally found something that has to do with him. A biologist named Bazrik Nazari found this species of moth that had yellow and white scales on its head that kind of resembled Trump's signature hairstyle, and so Nazari decided to give it the name Neopolypa Donald Trumpy. Seems fitting. When I read this next article, it immediately made me laugh. I saw the picture and I knew it wasn't real, but at the same time, if you just put yourself in the husband's shoes in this scenario, it's a lot funnier. The headline's called, "Wife texts husband she took in a stray dog. When he sees it's a coyote, he flips." What happened was this lady named Kayla Ibai got a picture of her son and photoshopped a wild coyote next to him sitting on the couch and sent it to her husband, Justin Bogue. When he gets this text, he immediately starts freaking out and trying to contact her, making sure that she knows it's not a coyote, and she plays dumb the whole entire time. Now, like I said, you need to put yourself in the husband's shoes and imagine if you got this text and think about how you would feel. This headline is called, "Mars Investigating Skittles Said to Be for Cattle." I'm not gonna lie, I would have loved to be one of those innocent people that just so happened to be on the highway when this truck decided to dump over tons of Skittles all over the highway, and it just so happened to be the red ones, which, of course, are the best. Basically, the rundown of the story is there was a shipment of rejected Skittles that were getting sent out because they didn't have the signature S on them. They ended up going to a farm, and people ended up discovering this and were really interested. And like those people, I had to do some research and figure out why exactly they were going to a farm. It's actually a very old technique that even some farmers still use to this day, apparently, because they're feeding their cows Skittles. They use sweets or candy as a alternative and cheaper source of carbs for these cows. So next time that you have a burger or a steak or any other kind of beef product and you're wondering why it might taste a little bit fruity, now you know why. You're welcome. As always, I saved the best for last, and I've seen this news story a couple of times and I don't know why I haven't covered it yet, because it is insane. The story here is a banana farmer from China bought a couple of puppies from a Vietnamese man and took care of them like he would any other dog. The problem here was these dogs were getting way bigger than they should be, their appetites were getting massive, and it got so bad to the point where these dogs were going and killing his chickens and eating them. And it gets to the point that he calls out wildlife services to come and see what the problem is, see what's wrong with his dogs, and comes to find out that he actually has a couple of Asian black bears. I don't really understand how he ended up raising these dogs and not immediately realizing at some point that they were bears, but who am I to judge? Luckily, these Asian black bears got taken by wildlife services and sent to a rehabilitation center so they could eventually let them back into the wild. Alright guys, that's the end of this episode of Sha-Boom News. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, let me know what you think, and don't forget to taste the rainbow. I'll see y'all next week.